I'm a FasterEFT practitioner, and I was on the plane heading down here from Los Angeles, and I'm sitting in the plane looking out the window, and I said, this is something that I really wanted to do. I want to ask Robert if I could open for him today. And the reason why today is so special for me is it marks the 3rd year anniversary of coming to Oklahoma when I first came here to get certified for my level 1. And I'm sitting on this plane, I'm looking out the window, and I just started to think, oh my God, my whole life's changed. I look at myself now and I look at myself when I first arrived in Oklahoma, and it's a totally different person. And I said, I want to get up here and I want to share my story with you because I want to motivate you, I want to inspire you, and I want to give you hope and share that this stuff really can change your life because it changed my life. Now, 3 years ago, I remember Robert gave me the microphone. I was sitting at the table at the Magnuson Hotel in the conference room, and he gave me the microphone to ask a question in front of, 50 people. And I started to shake and stutter. I couldn't even hold the microphone. This used to be scary for me. And now it's amazing. I can get up here in front of 100 people, and it's not a big deal. So what is my story? I always tell people my story is interesting because I didn't have the big T trauma. I didn't have any rape. I didn't have any physical abuse. My problems really started on the playground as a kid. I was bullied, and from a lot of those experiences, I formed a lot of negative belief systems and a model of the world that was not very beneficial. And for years after those playground experiences, I was really good at tormenting myself, and I was really good at believing what they told me to be true. And from all these belief systems and from all the things that happened to me, I started to, my body started to give out. I contracted fibromyalgia. I had chronic fatigue. I remember coming home from school, and I would pretty much take a nap every day. I was so tired. And then things got to a point when I got chronic back pain. And it was so bad. To give you an idea, I would do those Beachbody workout DVDs, and 5 minutes into the workout, I'd be on the ground for 15, 20 minutes with my back in total spasm. I had no self-confidence. I really didn't have any friends, and I couldn't get the same old thoughts out of my head. I was talking to Robert the other day, telling him how much he's changed my life, and I'll get into that in a moment. But really, for me, there was no light in the world. I looked around, and all I saw was total darkness and total hopelessness for me. Now, my dad, who's here somewhere, I think he's doing an interview. His name's Dr. Eric Robbins, and for those of you that heard of him, he's in the field of urology, and he also incorporates a lot of mind-body techniques into his practice, and he's always looking for something to improve his practice with his patients. So when I had my back pain and my fibromyalgia and all the torment, I tried all these other modalities. I tried energy healing, EFT, NLP, hypnosis. You name it, I tried it. And everything gave me mixed results. I'd get better for a day, and then, the stuff would come back. So I remember one night, he found FasterEFT, and I said, I'm done. I'm not going to try any of this stuff anymore. Dad's woo-woo stuff is too much for me. So I remember I'm sitting in his office one night, and I was a total skeptic. I'm sitting there, and he's watching Robert Smith tap on some gal, and she must have had 40 years of trauma, just big stuff that I thought, I never had stuff that bad. And he's up there working on her, and all this stuff's just falling. And even though most of me was skeptical, there was a little voice, a little place inside of me that was like, Jonah, just try it. And I heard the voice, try it. I said, no, not for me. And the voice came again. It said, just try it. There's something here. I said, no. And then the voice came a third time. And on that third time, I felt something in my chest just open up. And I said, oh my God, you know what? There's something here. I got to try it. So I called up Robert, and he said, make a list of everything you want to work on, every bad experience, every bad memory. And at the time, I was 18 years old, and I gave him 6 pages. And of course, what I didn't do, I didn't tap. So I just made the list, was stirred up, and I went to the fridge, and I gained about 10 pounds in 5 days. So I go have my sessions with Robert, and this is honestly the most amazing thing for me because I really, like I'm sure so many of you sitting out there feel sometimes, there just wasn't a way out. The same memories, the same thoughts, the same beliefs, the same people keep coming into your life, and you just get a sense there's no way out. It can't change for me. But I remember after that first session, I had to go get my car washed, and I'm driving to the car wash, and I put put my car in the line, and I get out, and I'm just looking out into the world. I'm looking at people. I'm looking at buildings. I'm looking at the clouds in the sky. And I honestly could say that day, for the first time in over 8 years, I saw light in the world. Yeah. And after that, I ended up having a few more sessions with him, and I went back to school, and it totally changed. It was like I went from being a victim, from being helpless and hopeless with the same old thought patterns, the same old feelings, with the same old bullies, to things changing. And it's amazing with this work, not only can we change ourselves, but if we change ourselves at enough depth, we can change the people around us. And I'll give you a story. I remember I came back from Christmas break. I had all my sessions with Robert, and I had an English class. And I walk in this English class, and there's this kid, I think his name was Jason. And Jason decides to pick on me. And I'd never met him in my life, but he knew my story. So Jason comes up to me and starts telling me all these things that are wrong with me. So I started to do my tapping at the time. And I went home that night, and I wrote down everything I didn't like about Jason. And I tapped it all out. And the next day, I'm sitting in class, I got there early, he walks in, he puts his hand on my shoulder. He says, "How you doing, man? I hope you're having a great day." And from that day on, he was the nicest kid in the entire class. So doing this work, I've seen miracles in my life. The depression that I had for years was gone. The breakups that I couldn't get out of my mind are gone. The back pain's gone. The fear of public speaking is gone. Now I have a passion and a career thanks to that man. And it really, the miracles that I see in my life and my clients' lives inspire me every day to do this work. So this weekend for you is going to be amazing, because you're going to learn how to take control. You're going to learn how to change yourself. And if there's any piece of advice or any wisdom I could give you, it's that there is hope and there is a way out. And this is the way. I mean, we have Rose, who just in a few months has totally changed her life. We have Tiffany in the past year. The transformation, it's not the same person. We have hundreds of people that are changing their lives. And each and every one of you can do the exact same thing. So I'm excited to be able to introduce a mentor and a friend, and someone that, honestly, I don't know if I'd be here today if it wasn't for him. He's given me a second life, and he's helped me see that I can love myself, and that there's nothing wrong with me, and that there's light in the world. And that's really what I want to give to all of you. So let's give him a round of applause, because it's going to be great. So thank you, guys.